Hey guys, Matt Cicla Dojo back again with another video. Today this is basically the first real video of me showing the new species that I acquired, which are the Amphilophus Trimaculatus, Trimax. I did show initially the first day when I received the fish and I had them in the quarantine tank. This is the first real video that I'm showing with them kind of getting settled in. Actually, a lot has happened with this species, and a lot I did not expect to happen that soon. So about a week ago, week and a half ago, I moved these guys into their main tank. This is right now is a 90-gallon, 4 foot by 18 inches front to back by 24 inches tall. There's 11 of these guys here, anywhere from, I'd say, about 2.5 to maybe 4.5 inches. I moved these guys, the whole group, into their tank for right now. Of course, the goal is to, get my male, not so much for breeding, but just kind of as a wet pet. And then I definitely want to keep a female with him, probably divided, but just still spark some of interest on his part, and maybe keep a backup male. And so, less than a week after moving these guys all into their permanent tank, this pair pairs up and drops some eggs. And I have to say, I didn't want to start off breeding them, definitely not that early. And typically when I get a new species, I really enjoy starting with very small fry, 1 inches, 1.5 at the most. That way I can basically groom them, how I like to, take good care of them the way. Not saying that the prior owner, which is my buddy, didn't take care of them, but when you have big batches of fry and fish all in the same tank, you can't quite keep the same care that you can when you get your portion or just your batch of fish out of there. All of my fry are kind of, for all the species that I distribute, they're in their tanks. I can't divide them and have 10 fish per tank and devote extra special time to them. So once you get them, that's when the clock starts ticking, in my opinion, and you can really start to focus that care, how you feed them, your maintenance, everything is going to be catered towards the fish when you get them. And so for that reason, I really like to get them from a small size so I can really groom them. In this case, I was unable to find fry at the preferable size, and so I got what I could, and I'm definitely happy. I did not want them to spawn in anywhere near this size. I wanted to kind of beef them up a little bit, get the male looking really nice. And this is the male here that you can see kind of became the dominant one in the tank. You'll see a little firemouth in there that I had to save from another tank. He's kind of like a rescue fish. And so I threw him in here temporarily. But anyways, this pair seemed to form, and they dropped some eggs. And the male is actually slightly smaller than the female here. Initially I was like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want the rest of the fish to just get, thrashed around, and then I want the male to focus on eating more and putting on some size. And I kind of ignored the eggs. I wasn't sure if they were fertilized, if the male did his thing. And when it went time, because I was going to pull the pot out and just basically remove the pot, I don't want those eggs to hatch and mess up the chemistry there. So early on, I went to go do that, and there were fry in the pot, wigglers. And so You know, I love growing out fry. I didn't want to do it with this species, especially this early, but I pulled them. So the fry are in a breeder box, and that helped a little bit. They're less protective. You see the male in the beginning of this video is hanging out more on the left side, and saving the fish somewhat. And there may be a few more wigglers in the pot that I'm, definitely I got to get rid of those too. So I wanted to get back into non-breeding mode. I didn't realize it would be this fast or this easy with this species, as I haven't tried them before. So anyways, that's a little funny story and surprise so far, what's happened in the very short time I've had them. Additionally, me being very new to the species, Trimacs, I wanted to ask all you Trimac keepers out there, what you thought. How do you like this male? Of course, I want to keep the nicest male I can out of the batch. Primarily, that's my goal. And I was wondering what you guys thought of this male that's taken control of the tank so far, and maybe even the female. Definitely a check mark in the breeding column, but I'm more curious as far as the quality of the fish themselves. With other species, I go by general standards. Taller profile I like. Oh, and this male does have a little bit of damage to the left ventral fin from shipping. It was shipped among 3 other bigger ones in the same bag, and I think that's where it got damaged, and so I'm not sure if that's going to come back. But anyways, hope you guys like the update, and really like to hear from you guys who've kept Trimacs before, what you think of this pair so far. So, till next time, guys. Thanks.